On Saturday, December 12th, the moon will be transitioning from Scorpio energy, which many of us will be very happy about, and into Sagittarius. So this is essentially setting us up for the new moon solar eclipse event that will be taking place on the 14th. It does take place at the later degrees of Sag, so we do have a couple of days in that Sag energy before the moon will be direct in its new moon position. So what is also interesting for this particular day is not only are we coming out of the darkness because of that Scorpio moon moving into Sag, which typically is the light at the end of the tunnel. That's where we regain our confidence, where we get a little bit more optimistic about some of the things that we've been really weighted down about while the moon was in Scorpio. And we get to kind of see the bigger vision, the greater, grander horizon that we weren't able to see while the moon was in Scorpio. Now, yes, we're in the new moon window. Yes, things are still going to be a little bit dark because that's what happens before the new moon. Again, I just want to give you a visual. When there is a new moon in the sky, we don't see the moon. It is a dark moon. It is not there. It is not visible, which means that we have to sit with ourselves, our darker emotions, our darker thoughts. We have to sit with that until the moon comes out again in the sky after its new moon direct position. And it gives us that sweet little crescent moon. It starts illuminating for us some of the things that we really had to sit with in the darkness, that we had to mull over in the darkness. Now, it's also the 12/12 portal activation. This is a big day. In numerology and in angel numbers, 12 being the 12th month, 12 being the 12th day, is a chapter of completion. It is endings. It is closure. It is highly likely that we will be feeling a lot of not so nice feelings, not only because of the new moon energies, but because we are about to slam the door on the last era. Again, may I remind you, we are about to move into some very, very turbulent cosmic energy here that is going to catapult us, fling us into the new age, into the new era that none of us have ever lived before. This is exciting times. There are many people out there very fearful for this event, but those fearful people are still very much vibrating in the 3D reality, which fear is based off of. For those of you that have an excitement building about this event, that is a good indication that you have graduated from that 3D awareness to the 5D. And again, this is not a place, this is a dimension in your mental plane. This is a point of perspective. This is a level of consciousness. 5D is positive. 5D is hopefulness. It is unification. It is all things positive. So if you are still very stuck in some fear-based thinking, whether it is about this cosmic event or the events going on the global stage with, the virus and the vaccine and the politics and all of that technical 3D bullshit, I'm going to welcome you into ascending. We have this great awakening happening all year. That's what 2020 has been about. And with Jupiter and Saturn moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius and then conjuncting to throw us into this new age, you still have time to ascend. You have time to wake up. You have time to open your eyes to what is going on in the world and choosing love over fear. So the 12/12 portal activation is another portal where it's going to be high vibe energy, where we can likely feel a lot of the physical symptoms of ascension. So, and just to give you a disclaimer, if you've been on the ascension path for a while, you will be very familiar with the physical repercussions of upgrading our energy bodies, which are flu-like symptoms, dizziness, pressure in the head, which suggests a 3D or your third eye actually opening and seeing 3D reality for what it is and choosing the 5D reality in which we're all moving into. But some interesting physical activations can come up, especially on these high energetic days. And for many of us, you will be feeling right-sided pain, especially in the hips, especially in the feet and in the knees. Why is that? Because we hold fear in our knees for moving forward. Many of us, again, if you're still stuck in 3D, holding on to that fear vibration and frequency, you are likely feeling a lot of joint pain, a lot of physical symptoms that have you locked up in your lower back. That is that root chakra, really just pulsating, showing you got to survive. You have to push through. You have to be strong. But yet you're terrified to take action in moving forward to do any of those things. It is all interconnected. And so the 12-12 portal activation is going to be another opportunity for those still asleep to awaken. It is going to be another opportunity for those in 3D to move into 5D. And it is another opportunity for us in 5D to raise that vibration, raise that frequency. It has been an exhausting time for us light workers and star seeds at this time. Why is that? Because we're definitely connected to this heavier energy of the collective. And we are just trying to stay grounded, to stay centered in our own energy so that we can help push Mother Earth, push the greater, grander collective into the new age. So if you're highly sensitive, which I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, and I'm sure if you've been following me for any length of time, you are a light worker, you are a star seed, you did choose to be here at this time for the Great Awakening to help shift Mother Earth into the new paradigm and to take the greater, grander collective with it. So you're feeling exhausted. You might be feeling weighted down. You might be feeling just exasperated and even hopeless. And you know what? It's absolutely natural because you are literally carrying the collective's energy on your shoulders. So this 12-12 portal activation will definitely lighten the mood a little bit and help us see the kind of vibrations and kind of frequencies that we're being prepared to enter into. Our light bodies are being upgraded into these new vibrations, into these new frequencies, so that we can handle grounding that energy once we get through this portal and once we get into the new age and the new era. So that is your energy forecast for this week. I want to thank you for tuning in once again. And I just want to throw out there, please, please, please throw yourself into the energy forecast for December if you haven't already. It breaks my heart when I make posts online or, I have certain people reach out to me and say, you know what, like I'm feeling hopeless and I'm feeling depressed and I just don't know what's going on and I feel like I'm going crazy and blah, blah, blah. And I say to them, well, you're exactly where it is that you need to be at this particular point. This is why this is happening. This is why you feel this way. This is absolutely natural. And then I say, like, have you listened to this week's energy forecast or this month's energy forecast? And they say, no, I haven't gotten to it yet. Well, I put out this free content to help guide the collective. I don't want anyone walking through the darkness feeling confused and feeling crazy. That is not the goal here. I'm trying to give you all kinds of heads up, all kinds of preparation so that you know that you are exactly where it is that the universe, the cosmos, the collective, where Mother Earth needs you to be on this particular process and on this particular journey, which is in the darkness. You have a gift. You are able to alchemize the darkness and turn it into a source of light. And when you take those lower vibrations and you're able to transmute them into higher vibes, not only are you bettering yourself, but you're bettering the people around you, and that energy gets sent out into the universe and betters the collective. That's why you're here. You're doing an amazing job. You're never alone. And this is all part of the process. So I really encourage you, if you haven't already, to reach out, to listen to those podcasts, to keep in check with all of the weekly energy reports that I put out there so that you have a heads up on why you're feeling the way that you do and that you can navigate your days a little bit more easily. So thank you once again for tuning in to this week's energy forecast. I hope you have a beautiful week and we'll talk to you soon.